To be honest, children are the best fundraisers because they don't understand economics. Hello? Hello, is this on? Is this on? Alright, hi everybody, I'm the principal, and we're having a fundraiser. So the student who raises $500 for the school will get this free hat. And of course, 12-year-old me thought, that is such a great deal. What? I'm gonna wear that hat every day, bro. When I was 12, I tried to cheat at poker by pulling some cards out of a nearby deck when nobody was looking. I grabbed 3 kings, put them in my hand, discreetly hiding the cards I was replacing, so then there I was, holding out my 5 cards, 3 with red backs, 2 with blue backs. I love it when the little kids I'm teaching online have complete and total misconceptions of what's going on. So far, I've encountered the following. Alright, so I've been teaching this little girl for several months, and one day she told me, "My mother says you're a real person, not an app. If you're a real person, show me your husband." Ironically enough, that kid is pretty smart. That's a good, test to see whether or not the screen woman is real. If she has a husband on demand, then it can't be a fake human. Hey, at least it came from a nice place. The kid meant well. I mean, he just wanted you to be happy while you're out there, you know? Yeah, from a first glance, it looks pretty low effort, and yeah, without the context that it's probably coming from a 6-year-old, it seems pretty rude, but I'm pretty sure you guys got a good laugh out of it. I know I would. When I was riding in the car as a kid, there was this one road where my mom would repeatedly be looking over her shoulder and accelerating pretty rapidly. I thought the road was a place where police were always stationed, and that she was being chased by cops every single time. You see, it wasn't until I was about 11 when I realized she was just merging onto the freeway. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Merging onto the freeway is a whole gamble. Double or nothing your life. Hey, flashback to the time where I ate Play-Doh and the cameraman decided to take a picture. Wow, you really look like you hated your decision, which is true. I'm pretty sure everybody in the audience, you don't have to admit it, I know that you're lying if you say you haven't, as a kid tried Play-Doh and immediately regretted that decision. It's the world's worst taste. It's awful, and that's the whole point, because you're not supposed to eat Play-Doh. Hey, have you ever spilled milk and your cats felt so bad for you that they help you clean it up? When I was 5 and it was time for PE, the teacher said to get her PE kits. One day I forgot mine, so instead of, telling the teacher, I had the galaxy brain idea of getting into my underwear and doing it that way. I came into the hall and my teacher absolutely goes ballistic. She's telling me why am I half naked, and I go, because it's my PE kit number 2. I was so dumb. Lies parents tell their children. My dad told me that oil spots on the street were little kids that got run over because they didn't hold anyone's hand while crossing the street. That is morbid, but genius. I am stealing that one. Who comes up with this stuff? Like, seriously, that's a great way of encouraging your children to look both ways before crossing the street, or just straight up holding their friend's hand or your hand while crossing the street. That is brilliant. My little sister has an obsession with cutting the faces off of baby dolls / stuffed animals and putting them on other dolls. That is unsettling. That's a little perverse, but creativity, I guess, is positive. I mean, it's cute now because your daughter might be like sub 10 years old, maybe like 6 or 7, but I hope they're not doing this at 11 years old because you might need to see a therapist. Alright, so after the Halloween party, I checked to see what my 11-year-old was using YouTube TV for, and let's take this trip down the crazy road together. Alright, so we have some Mr. Beast. Alright, your kid is cultured. He has some taste. He got some Lego Jurassic World. Okay. Trick-or-treating on Halloween. Makes sense, because it was a Halloween party. And girls twerking in jeans. Hi, everybody. I want to share a picture that my 5-year-old daughter just made me. It's her and I'm angry because my arm just fell off. Wow, you look pretty upset, and I'm not gonna hold that against you, because I'd be upset too. I'd be really in my feelings if my arm just up and fell off. They didn't even give me a resignation letter, they just chose to quit. Like, no, my arms and legs aren't allowed to quit on me. But I digress. Maybe you should have a conversation with your daughter about why she thinks your arms are gonna fall off. Because she could be quite terrified that her arms might fall off, because that's what kids do. They just assume, yeah, maybe one day my leg will just fly off my body. Oh my god, we played Floor is Lava, and it was all good until Rowan freaked out and started crying that the floor was going to burn him. Okay, so he spent all morning randomly dumping water on the floor to fight fires, so all of this makes sense now. Okay, Timmy, we need you to write Halloween in front of our house so people know to come and, trick or treat. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right, I did it. It's done. All right, let me take a look. Oh my God. All right. Well, we're keeping it. We're keeping it because it's adorable. Oh, you tried. Funny enough, this is how fears begin. This girl is gonna grow up, probably be 35, and be like, how come every time I go to use the bathroom, I'm slightly nervous that the toilet's going to eat me? When I was a kid, there was this chocolate candy bar called New Energy. I remember seeing it before in the store, and my friend saying something along the lines of, that's New Energy, I eat that after soccer practice. My stupid kid ass then drew the conclusion that I wasn't allowed to have one because I didn't go to soccer practice. I didn't try one until I was well into my 20s. Oh, look at him, it's his first day of school, everybody. Well, so far, so good. Ah, shit. Nope, never mind, just got a call from the school. He clocked the teacher. Well, that's no surprise. Take a look at the picture. This man is smiling for a reason. He was ready to go into that classroom with a purpose. He was going to clock Miss Davis in the face because of something she said last year. He's been waiting all summer for this. Bruh, I hate playing make-believe with little kids. You shoot them with a laser and they're like, I actually went back in time so it doesn't count. Like, what are you talking about? You just casually rip open a hole in the space-time continuum? That's irresponsible, pal.
Christmas. There's Santa. Run! Oh!
Yo, shout out to my 6-year-old who during one of her Zoom classes brought the laptop into the bathroom while I was taking a shower, causing me to scream, turn off the camera, turn it off, several times while she screamed back at me, I can't hear you because you're taking a shower. The gifts of remote learning, everybody. Isn't it beautiful? I feel sorry for all the parents who have young children right now and having to deal with the riddle that remote learning is, to be honest. It is a riddle to be solved, and I'm glad I don't have kids because I don't have to play that game. But you do. Oh my God. Seriously, could you please stop crying? He wants to get on the bus on the TV. Seriously, my son just asked me how I know his name. I'm not in the mood tonight. I can't think of any parent that would tolerate a question like that. Imagine your child coming up to your face and being like, how do you know my name? Asking that with just no irony, none. Just full chest, no irony, straight up. I don't think any parent would have the time because you guys have so much other things to focus on. When I was 9, I got food slapped out of my mouth for calling my 12-year-old sister a slut at the dinner table. She dropped her fork or something, so my smartass says, nice one, slut. My mom apparently had no idea I had confused the word with klutz. Do you ever have something important to say to your dad, but you don't know your dad's email, and also you're 8 years old? And you know what's more interesting? The fact that somebody doesn't own the Gmail account dad. That's interesting. Hey, if it's still available, go ahead. Whoever's watching right now, start the email account dad. You don't know when it'll be useful, so you might as well have it.
What is going on in here? Who did this? Who did this? Jesus have mercy.
On this day, 10 years ago, I had to gently but quickly correct my son after he informed me that people yell whore when playing golf. Thank goodness I got him before we took him to play golf. I was terrified of ghosts when I was little, so my mom told me I can vacuum them up and have me clean the house, telling me I was getting rid of them. Wow, that is messed up. That is clever and messed up though. You really got your kid to clean the whole house because he or she was terrified of spooky ghosts. That's not right. Bro, I think I figured it out. Just hear me out. Space is so big. Space is about 50 suns. My kids had a double brownie recipe that called for 1/3 of a cup of oil. Somehow their math yielded out 2 2/3 cups. The mix was boiling in the oven. Oh, could you imagine the smell? Not only just oil, but also burnt brownie. Oh no.
We're playing hide and seek here, and Lily is so good at this game, I don't know where she is. So if any of you guys know where Lily is, can you please help me find her, please?
My little sister put a corn dog in the microwave for 26 minutes. Congratulations, that corn dog and plate will never separate. They are one forever and always till the end of time and a lifetime after that. Who didn't see the corn dog catch fire in the microwave? Like seriously, 26 minutes? My mom found an assignment I did in 3rd or 4th grade where I had to describe my role model. And naturally I chose my mom and said she was my role model because, well, she does stuff for me. And the photo I chose was one of her chugging a margarita, identically unperturbed by what they did to themselves with the clippers at 5 a.m. That's the coolest thing about being a kid, is that you were so naive that anything was a good idea. You didn't care about what society thought or what your parents thought or what anybody else thought, because at the end of the day, the world's about you. Everything's about you. So your decisions are the best decisions. And it's even better when you have a buddy. And if that buddy looks exactly like you and is down for whatever you say.
Yeah, almost won!
She wanted ravioli for dinner, so I made her ravioli for dinner. Maybe I missed the memo, because apparently she didn't want ravioli for dinner.
Okay, Charlie, Charlie, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Okay, Charlie.
Hey, no. Let's go outside.
Sorry guys, I meant to write Fortnite, but autocorrect changed it, and I don't know how to change it. I will make a new page. No, bro, don't change it. Don't change. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now you have an origin story that is unique, that no one else can match, no one else can copy. You are the foreskin gamer. Oh my god, bruh. I told my 4-year-old to stick this tape measure down the hole and see how deep it is. He just threw the thing in there.
What's that say? For me? Oh, you're so sweet.
Alright, so my daughter told me her knee hurt and that she needed a band-aid. She also didn't want to take her tights off. Apparently, this made things all better. Hey, anything is better than a toddler screaming because she got an injury. If this makes her feel better, it makes her feel better, alright? We need to survive this car ride. My son is taking the temperature of each of his trains with an imaginary thermometer before playing with them because it's 2020. You're to blame for this, Hank Green. He's acting like you. You're Mr. SciShow himself. He didn't think that your kid is gonna be just as quirky as you. No, this is all according to plan because you're his dad. Yup, that's exactly what you think it is. It's slime. And apparently the way that it got into the girl's hair is, well, unknown. There are a whole lot of guesses though. The entire subreddit was saying that maybe she fell asleep with it in her bed and just rolled onto it. But I'm not really concerned about how it got into her hair. Personally, I'm more concerned with how you're going to get it out. She might have to be, bald because of this. I mean, that's a lot of hair. And I don't even know if you can wash it out. And I can't think of any solvents that can break down slime without, destroying her hair. I mean, a lot of you guys might be thinking of acetone, but you don't put acetone in your hair. That's just not what you're supposed to do. This girl's just going to be bald at school. And you know what? It's a wholesome learning moment. You have to, exist being a bald girl at school for maybe a couple months, but you'll never fall asleep with your slime again. Alright, so I want to ask you guys what you see, and be honest. Don't skip forward. I know you have to put it in the comments right now. I know. What do you think this is supposed to be? I'll give you a little bit of time. You're not going to believe me when I tell you. And I know what you guys might be thinking. A potato, maybe a rock, self-portrait, could be anything. But you know what? I bet you didn't think troll, because that's what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be a troll goblin thing, according to the post. And, yeah, I would never have guessed. I don't even see legs or even a face, not even horns. Like, there's just nothing saying troll. But, yeah, I guess kids have that extra imagination, you feel me? My son wanted to do his own design instead of one of his pre-cuts, so he decided to make a machete with blood dripping down. Now I have to display a fucking penis pumpkin for Halloween. Look, it looks like it busted. Dad, the internet's off in my games room. Oh yeah, I noticed that node disconnected earlier. Yeah, just power off and on the router for me. It's just a little switch at the bottom of the white thing in your games room. He then proceeds to flip the master breaker on the house. Yeah, so he hard rebooted the house. And I already know what y'all are thinking. Yeah, he's been warned not to touch the big red switch. He was even in the wrong room and had to climb up to the board to reach. Kids are stupid. Years ago, a kid in school used to host parties all the time as his parents were always away on weekends. It was great being 16 and always having somewhere to go to get drunk, until someone took a dump in his kettle and we were never invited back. Apparently, when poop is boiled, it creates a nasty, poopy foam that escapes from the kettle and takes over the kitchen and leaves it stink for weeks. Oh my god, that means he didn't know until he needed to make like coffee or something. Oh my god. Oh no, that is gross. It always is that one person who ruins the fun for everybody, but why? What is the thought process? That is... what? Bruh, to be honest, I thought it was McDonald's. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below. And leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you get these notifications every time. Seriously, make sure you hit that bell if you're new. Make sure you hit that bell if you're old. Make sure you hit that bell in general so you can know when I upload, so you can be first and say it in the comments. And as always, we gotta thank the Patreon supporters, so thank you to Destroyer, Emily R, Trey, Muffy Lou Who, Brody Gilbert, Noah, Sir Teacup, Trenton Golden, Ethan, Vermont, John Robinson, Eva, Arolina, Catherine Taylor, Arjen, Pixie Art 5, Hannah, Keith Myers, Will Billy, Dustin, and Hostmar. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there are 2 links in the description, one to my merch store and one to my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.